All right. Greetings, everyone. Peace and love to everyone. This is Jennifer Lynn Eel. I am the founder of Maya Divine Ministry and Maya Divine Podcast. Tonight, we have our brother, Lamores Britton Bay. Welcome, brother.
Islam, sister.
Peace and love. So,
Peace and
tonight,
love.
we coming to bring the second part, the second segment of Bringing a Prophet. We want it to be as authentic as possible, but I'm going to give you a brief bio about Brother Lamores Britton Bay. He is, correct me if I'm wrong, brother, born and raised in Chicago, but his trust territory right now is Minnesota. Is that correct, brother?
That's correct. Illinois, Minnesota, Illinois.
Okay, yes. And
Yes,
again,
yes.
I am Jennifer Lynn Eo. Tonight we're going to be bringing a prophet, but we also want to give a quick bio of how we came in contact with each other, because it's very important how we meet each other and how we stay connected to each other. This is how we're going to help this movement and uplift fallen humanity. So me and brother Lamores Britton Bay, we also met probably about 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, on a app called Clubhouse. We both was itching for more information. We both was trying to find like-minded people that is studying and and discussing things that's going on and not staying in the matrix. So we ended up in the same room together, and it probably was about 6 or 7 of us. And we decided to come off Clubhouse, start a Telegram, and just stay connected with each other. We studied together. We read the Quran together. We did process together. Like, we stayed connected from across the world with different people. And it was us from Minnesota, me from Michigan, Detroit. We had Atlanta, Philly, Colorado. Just people from all over came together, so we can just uplift fallen humanity and become better and stay connected to each other. And then we stayed connected. We stood on our square, should I say, and we stayed connected. And any new information we got or studying, we brought it to the floor with each other. Anything that can help each other broaden our horizons, that's what we done. So further ado, a split second, Brother Morris Bay. We bring you all a quick video tonight because we want to go over this video by Frank Burrell. We'll put his name at the bottom of the screen, and he just going to give us some information about Morocco, the kingdom, how the map has been flipped upside down and the compass has been flipped. So we want to bring that video to you all tonight. And then at the end of the video, we want to kind of dialogue about what we just saw, absorb it in and dwell on it. And then, give our opinions of what we think about it. But further ado, Lamore, just give us a quick bio about who you are and how long you've been studying the prophet and going over the prophet's literature. And then we'll go from there and go right over to the video.
Thank you, sister. Yeah, I'm Lamores Britton Bay, the good brother. I've been studying the Prophet Noble Drew Ali now going on, well, let's just say ever since 1997. It's 2004. But the Prophet changed my life in a major way. So the information that I obtained from the Prophet changed my life in a major, major way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to thank the sister for having such a platform to be able to discuss the Prophet, among other things. This is a beautiful platform that you have created. And I'm proud and I'm glad to be a part that we're going to leave some information, some different information out there, but factual, for the multitude in the future. All of the information that we share on this platform is not about the here and now. It's for the multitude in the future. So with that, I won't even hold up the video. We're going to get to the video and then we're going to dialogue. Thank everybody for listening and watching. Peace and love. Let's go, sis.
Yes. Islam, peace and love,
Islam.
greetings, namaste. All right, you all. So we're going to go over to this video we want you all to see. We've been studying. We've been going over this video for the past couple years now, but
we saved it.
Yeah. Yes,
we saved it. We
Yeah.
knew about this video when it came out a few years back. You know, it was hot off the press. I brought it to the multitude, hot off the press,
That's right.
and everybody will see why soon. I mean,
Mhm.
it just blew my mind.
Yes. Okay, let me see. All right, brother. Tell me what you see on my screen.
I see the Google thing you just
Okay.
left from there.
Okay. Because I can't
Okay.
see you at the moment, so you're gonna have to guide me.
Yep, I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm your eyes. Don't worry.
All right. Does it look like it's
Divine.
bringing up the video?
There you go. Stop right there. There you go. There you go.
All righty. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play this a quick snippet, and then we'll get back with each other in dialogue. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Keep that in mind, and this was long before. And this is what it looked like, just to give you a mental image. I'm gonna leave you out with this mental image. If you want to know the greatness of what our land looked like and how big our ancestors did it, here you go.
Now,
There you go.
Here you go.
Yep.
This is what it looked like.
okay, I gotta start it from the beginning, you all. Here we go.
The museum. I can see. Yes, that ancient stuff. That's ours. I was trying to take people to another portion of the museum, but they of course got it closed off. Yeah, they got it closed off. So I'm gonna have to go to that one later. What's up? What's up? So I'm at this museum, right? Y'all know I like studying, right? Y'all know I like studying. So I'm at this museum, right? I'm seeing all our stuff around us. Now, it's something funny. I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna take y'all time long. What's up, family? Y'all know how we kind of done for the most part with the lives, but I did wanna, since I was at this museum, I wanted y'all to catch something. What's up? Give y'all just a little second, little moment to come in. Now, it was some Mississippian people that was over in Cahokia, Illinois, who was building this about 1,000 years ago. Right? Now, that's a lie. They weren't no Cahokian people. They were Moors, okay? Not only were they Moors, it's funny how when I come into this museum, this is in St. Louis. When I come into the Missouri Museum, you see a lot of things like this, but they don't tell you nothing about the Moors. Everything starts from like the 1800s, right? That was like the original White House type thing, right? They don't tell you about that type of stuff in your greatness. Notice they don't got no pictures of people in it either. You know, these just memories of stuff. But I'm gonna show you a little map real quick. It ain't gonna be too long, so y'all make sure y'all share, do what y'all gotta do if y'all want this history to get out to your family. There's some other parts and places that I want you to see too, like just to see your greatness. Now, for those who don't believe that this is Morocco, we got a little proof during this video. Watch this. Watch how this happens. Watch how this works. So I don't know if y'all ever learned about the Louisiana Purchase. Okay. Now, before they made it one little state, the Louisiana Purchase was a whole middle form of the land, which was over here. The whole land itself was our land. It was called Morocco. I ain't gonna show y'all too much in here because it's some disrespectful. Like the energy in here is just not right. So I want you to focus on one key thing. This is the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase explosion, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Keyword 1904. Now, first look at look at that. You see how the south is up north and the north is down south, and the west is east and the east is west. So you see how they flipped already? They didn't flip the compass. So now everybody's direction is off whenever they're looking for something particularly, or whenever they're trying to see where something is or what something is. So key word that I want people to see, yeah, because north ain't south and south ain't north and east ain't west and west ain't east. Little do people know, so they kind of got your brains a little going. Now, I want you to notice there were a lot of things that were over here. Ground plans, it says 1904, right? So Morocco wasn't even founded to 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois? California was right over here, Temple Inn. You see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little places. Hold on, you see Great Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden, you see Cuba, you see China, you see Belgium, yep, Austria. All of these places were over here. All of these places, Italy, all of these places were over here, right on this land specifically, right? And this little thing that you see right here, you see how they got it, a sky view? This is a sky view. This is this that I was just showing you. This is what this looked like from an east to west view. This is what that looked like, baby. When they got over here, that's what they saw, baby. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. Come on, Moors, stand up. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. You think we ain't had this whole land on lock? Come on, man. Come on, man. Slaves ain't built no White House. We did. We built all this. Moors did, baby. Ancient Morocco. Now, I'm going to go back to this because remember, if the new Morocco was founded in 1952, then that must have been the people that purchased this land and took the Jerusalem from over here and threw it over there. They took Morocco from over here and threw it over there because we can find letters from George Washington writing to the Sultan of Morocco. So if the Morocco that's established over there in 1952, if that was just established, then this must have been the Morocco he was writing to. That's why they got Cahokia, Illinois, and you also got a Cahokia in what? Exactly, or Cairo, shall I say. You got a Cairo, Illinois, and they say the Cahokia mounds. We got a lot of mounds over here. We were mound builders. They didn't want to call us pyramid builders. They called us mound builders. Let's keep that in mind. You see, we got Tennessee over here, Idaho, fraternity. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Virginia, Georgia. Come on, man. Like it never stops. You see, Missouri was way up here. So we in Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now, but how Missouri way up here? How is this a map of the land that I'm on right now? But Missouri is just this little teeny place next to Louisiana and Wisconsin and Ohio, New York. Why is New York all the way over here? How is New York all the way over here? Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places. North Jerusalem. For those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is, this is Jerusalem, the holy city, buddy. Sorry, you got Iowa, you got Mississippi, and mind you, if you're wondering why it looks so confusing, you should be. They flipped your whole world upside down. So you see south is north, north is south, east is west, west is east. So you have to learn a whole new form of directions. And remember, that right there, if you're wondering where that compass comes from, I'll show you. The compass that you see, if you know nothing about the quote unquote Mayan calendar, they do. It's right there, see? Make windows out of it, make all kinds of signs out of it. Let's keep that in mind. So that's where your compass comes from. This is how we knew how to navigate, right? Seeing that quote unquote, what they call Mayan calendar, what we call it, the moral compass and mental magic. Of course, because we do not go by anybody else's names. Yeah, they said that we would never rise again. So, hey, I just wanted to show y'all one more time so you can see just how deep this was and how good this particular land itself is. Instead of going everywhere else and looking everywhere else, remember the west is east, the east is west. The north is south, the south is north. So they just kind of had it all flipped up. They kept the symbol the same, but they put the N up here, S down here. W over here, east over there. So now you think this is the west, and we think that's the east. But really everything just kind of been what? Flipped, right? So like I said, this is in 1904, just so you can see the date, see we're not joking. That's in 1904. Now, if the new Morocco was established in 1925, March 2nd, I think, no, 1952, March 2nd, then who is that? Who is that little? You see they got the little pyramids within that. Who is that specifically? See Jerusalem. Who is that? You see a lot of these different, they say Mexican restaurant. Who is that? Who and exactly what was that? You see India. You see Guatemala. You see Puerto Rico. Long before it was divided and separated into corporations and just made corporate states and corporate nations more. So going back to the actual natural nations, you see Cuba once again up in there. You see Italy. So when you see them talking about us basically running up in this or running up in that and doing that, no, we were basically right over here, buddy. See Annex, see the Philippines, right over here. All this is over here. The Philippine exhibition, you're seeing the top sky view, right? With the information right on the inside of it. Just letting y'all get a little, and you see Arrowhead Lake, right? Arrowhead Lake. You know we got Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Keep that in mind. I don't know if they got any. They got Arrowhead Lake in Kansas City, Missouri. So just letting y'all know how deep y'all history go. Who changed the names and the locations? Just go look. We didn't. The thing is, it never changed. Nobody can come and just change your home name. You know, when I came in here, they said that these were the Mississippian people. Think about that. Now, Little Egypt is not in Illinois. We need to change that around. Little Cairo is actually over there in the Egypt you believe is Egypt. This is the big Egypt. That's why everything is so ancient that it don't even look like we built pyramids over here, yet you're walking on them. That's why everything is so ancient that we only know what they told us. Keep that in mind. So no, that's not no Little Egypt. Sorry, that's miseducation. Remember, you're in a school right now. And you being in that school right now, Mental Magic, we have to correct each other, and we have to be willing to be corrected. Because remember, they flipped your mind upside down just by flipping your directions upside down. You think north is south, and you think south is north. You think east is west, you think west is east. Yep. Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. Yep. Think about that. So no, this is not no little Egypt. This is big Morocco. This is big Egypt. This is big everything. This is why this is such a big deal. Remember, like I said over here, we got Austria over here, Sweden over here, Holland over here, Great Britain, Cuba, China, Belgium, Brazil, Nicaragua, Siam, Mexico, New York, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, India. And once again, once you look up Morocco, for those who are still confused, look up Morocco. And the one that they established was March 2nd, 1952. This clearly cannot be that because this is 1904. So they were dealing with information long before they created anything new. Let's keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I keep telling people, yeah, everything has been flipped on us. And as everything has been flipped on us, it's our job to flip it back. Because like I said, we had forests, we had a lot of things. Look at that, South African Boer exhibit. Oh, but this ain't Africa. You sure? South African Boer. Oh, okay. Okay. So this land ain't okay. So this Jerusalem ain't over here for all the Israelites that's confused. Right? We got a lot of people over here that's confused. Right? We claim Egypt ain't over here for all the Kemetics that's confused still. Right? Everybody just confused and they don't want to realize the greatness of this land. We're just looking to take it or send it everywhere. We so quick to disrespect our land instead of accepting it. Look at this. Asia was over here. And these are routes. Right? These are routes. You see transit loop. Like we had train stations. We had all that. Wabash Terminal. The plazas, we had all of that. So it wasn't like we was no bums. When they came over here, we wasn't no bums like many people think. Look at that. It says U.S. government. Look, we had our own little government and everything, right? It didn't say United States of America government. It just said U.S. government. It says Government Hill. And then right above the government terrace was Missouri. That's where I'm at now. Louisiana, like I said, Wisconsin. You got Washington. Ain't no Washington, D.C. Just say Washington. You see Vermont, you see New Hampshire, you see Michigan. You see a lot of places over here. You see Texas. Look at the star on Texas. Don't they look like a turtle island? Uh-oh. You see how it look like a turtle? That's the Moore star right there, but they just centered it out right there. So it looks like a turtle. Here goes the head. Here goes the legs. Turtle. You see Kentucky right there. You see Germany. Oh, but y'all thought all these lands wasn't together. They separated everything. South Dakota, Cahokia, Oregon, Swedenborg. Where's some more at? Mexico, of course, Virginia, Maine, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Indiana. Like I said, New Jerusalem, Indiana Territory, Utah, that came from Putah. Arizona was right over here. So yes. For you that still think our land is everywhere else but here, wake up. For you that still think our stuff is everywhere else but here, wake up. For you to think that we divided and now you see why there are dark people in France, dark people in Brazil, dark people in Nicaragua, dark people in Mexico, dark people in Austria, dark people in Sweden, dark people in Holland, Cairo, dark people. More so, this is old St. Louis, letting you know. So there must be a new St. Louis. Here goes ancient Rome. Oh, you thought Rome was over there? You thought Rome was over there? Rome was never over there. They just put Rome over there. Here go Japan. We got Japan over here. That's why you see melanated people in Japan. Asia was over here. Irish village was over here. Tyrolean Alps right there. And this is just the present. You see, you were here, present location of the Missouri History Museum, blah, 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 blah. So, yep, everything was over here. That's what they won't tell you. Congress of Nations and Rough Riders of the world. Congress of Nations and Rough Riders of the world. Tunnel under tracks. See, we had some thieves. Before Harriet Tubman, we had some real thieves. Congress of Nations and Rough Riders. They called themselves Rough Riders. So we had Rough Riders before DMX. What? right? I'm a dark like this. Right? Look at that. They got the word creation right by there too. What creation of what? You see that target? You see that Mayan calendar looking like thing? And it say Siberian Railroad. You got China right there. Oh, you thought all this stuff was over there though? I know, y'all. I know. Let's just walk through our land real quick. Oh, we had it. Look up the Louisiana Purchase. This is all that was purchased and changed. As you purchase something, you could change it. Right? As you purchase something, you could change it. Keep that in mind. Look at that. Conquest of 19. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Physical culture. Oh, look, we had athletic fields. Oh, snap. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see that? So once again, yes, your stuff. If you are confused, I'm going to leave you with this. I don't care what you say. They got they tell you where to go. They tell you what's north. They tell you what's south. They tell you what's east. They tell you what's west. Just like they tell you who your friends are, and they tell you who your enemies are. Just like they tell you what your history is. They tell you what your future is. If you allow them to keep controlling everything about you, oh yeah, there goes Canada. For those who think Canada was above us, nope. They took all of the names from these places that we already had. Keep that in mind, and they just placed it to lands that we already owned. I just want y'all to know that. So once again, everything is over here. Everything was over here. And it always will be over here, regardless of whether they move the physical name of it. Keep in mind, like I said, we own everything. So once again, this, change your direction in life. Change your direction in your mind. Change your direction of how you treat your family. Change your direction of how you look at history, your story. Change your direction of everything. And when you're reading about these different places, don't attach your mind to where they physically are today. That's what they want you to do. So when you're reading about Morocco and the Moors, they want you to think about the new Morocco that was established in 1952. They don't want you to know about the ancient Morocco that's always been right over here. They don't want you to know about the ancient Morocco and the ancient Moroccans. The same with the Jerusalem and Israelites. Jesus walked over here. When you hear about all of those stories about when Jesus walked into Spain and Italy and Germany, France, and right, that was right over here, buddy. All of that happened right over here. That was never overseas, like most people assume. That was never overseas, because remember, if this is the West and they got everything flipped, then that's the West and this is the East. So since they flipped everything, now we look at our place as the West and we look at that as the East, not realizing everything has been flipped, and we look at the South as the North and the North as the South. But here's proof that they never used to have that like that. And they knew if they flipped all these places around, they would have to flip this. Keep that in mind. They knew if they took your information and they flipped all of these places around, they would have to flip this, because South can't be North and North can't be South. East can't be West and West can't be East. So they had to, once they did all that, kind of put the icing on the cake. So keep that in mind when you are reading in these books. And this was in 1904. So just how we proved just with the simple Morocco itself, this wasn't established. You can look up and see when all these dates was established. March 2nd, 1952. So what was this? Who was this? Where was this? What about this? What's all these symbols, right? What's really going on here, right? You sure this was in Africa too? What's really going on, right? Like, tell me something. I want y'all to tell me something. I want y'all to tell me something. The fine arts, the festivals. See, we used to run our own festivals, you know, had our little annex fine arts, you know, it was beautiful, man. So when you hear about these places, the lagoon, when you hear about these places, look at that. Electricity and machinery, varied industries, transportation, machinery, steam, gas, fuel building, manufacture. So we was doing business, liberal arts. Oh, we was doing big business, baby. These was universities. Mines and metallurgy. Look at that. See, we had our own little stuff going on, but many people don't grasp. We had our own little government over here. So stop. Just read it and accept it, man. Read it and put yourself back together. Whenever you're hearing about Jerusalem, once again, it's your stuff. Whenever you're hearing about Morocco, it's not only your stuff, it's over here. Whenever you're hearing about them talking about Puerto Rican, Guatemalan, India, France, when you hear about Moors going into France and all that, right? Germany, remember all of that was over here. All of that used to be over here. Italy, Cuba, Belgium, China, Great Britain. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But the main thing that I want you to focus on is this. Main thing that I want you to focus on, because that was the center. That was the center. You think it's a coincidence why that was in the center? You think that was a coincidence right by the river? Right by the river, going up the river, the trail, as they say? Keep that in mind. And this was long before. And this is what it looked like, just to give you a mental image. I'm gonna leave y'all with this mental image. If you want to know the greatness of what our land looked like and how big our ancestors did it, here you go. Here you go. This is what it looked like before the White House, big baby. Here you go. Here you go. These type of universities we going to right now, baby. Yup. The globe should be shrinking. Everything should be shrinking. Let's keep that in mind. This is what it used to look like, baby. That's what it used to look like. Now, Morocco is really the whole land. I'm just telling you where, like, our headquarters was more so in the Illinois area, in the Missouri area. That's all. That's why they had to get it. That's why it was so important. The Louisiana Purchase is so important. Look at that. Greatness, baby. This is over here. This is not overseas. This is over here. This is not overseas, baby. Over here. Look at that greatness. This is what it used to look like. We wasn't always slaves over here. Wasn't always slaves over here. So I love y'all. Y'all take care. Wanted to leave you with this greatness so y'all could just see just how big you did it and think about it, right? If you want to know the importance of history, this is the importance of it. You got to know this right here. You don't have to go overseas. People coming overseas to see what you have done. People coming overseas to see what your ancestors have accomplished. This is real greatness. Like, this is real right here. This is, y'all see them skipping the video? Look, everything was here. Let's just stop the confusion. I'm just before I leave this video, and there's still more confusion, just for those who don't get it still. Okay, I'm gonna start back over. This is the ground plans, because they wasn't using their minds. So these are ground plans. We make sky plans because we're from the sky. These are the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase Exposition in St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Now, knowing that this is in 1904 and this is a map, a ground view map, this is a map of this land. If you look up the Louisiana Purchase, they're talking about just the whole middle portion of the land itself. And they had to take the names out of the actual maps when you look on Google because they were renaming things. I mean, what do you think? If they have to, because if you look up the Morocco, if that's 1904, like they say, why is the Morocco that they have today founded in March 2nd, 1952? So one is a corporation, one was a nation of people. Right? A tribe of people. The same when you go, like I said, you got New York down here, Great Britain over here. Like, how did all these places ended up over here all of a sudden just get separated and spread it as the corporation starts spreading? Great Britain, Cuba, China, South African. So clearly somebody knew something about this land more than what they were saying. Jerusalem, so many books about Jerusalem and the things that happened in Jerusalem, but they don't want you to know the place, the actual holy place. So therefore you go to a holy place and you kind of treat it like shit, like a lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all really don't give a damn about this land. But as soon as you go somewhere else, you want to pay a respect. Like, that's not respect to this land. The land ain't never did nothing to you. Got Mexico right here, Siam right here, Nicaragua right here, France right here, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, India, Italy. These are all the places where you hear about the Moors, quote unquote, civilizing. And now we just act uncivilized, right? We didn't lose our land. We lost our damn name. Holland, Sweden, Austria, like everything. Look, everything. Cairo. Before we keep thinking old St. Louis, right? You know, you got New Orleans, New York, knew this, knew that, right? Japan, everything was here. Japan wasn't even Japan before they came here. China wasn't China until they came here. Like, realize that here's Alaska. Here's Alaska. Like, everything was over here. Everything. But this is the main thing I want you to focus on. Morocco, Jerusalem, got Illinois, California, Temple Inn, and like I said, Idaho. Man, it's just everywhere. Look at that, agriculture, horticulture. Just letting you know what we did certain things. Just hipping y'all, man. It's just a little quick history. Just a little quick history more on. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Flip your minds, man. As you flip your minds, you flip your heart. Y'all enjoy yourself. Go check out them other videos if you still don't get it yet. This is the motherland. It's the cradle of civilization. Do that there, do that. If y'all want to actually enroll in our school, go look up Mental Magic on Facebook. Inbox us with your phone number, email address. We're gonna have a lot more things like this coming. But for right now, we just wanted to enjoy this moment with you. So I'm gonna get back to my family. Y'all get back to yours.
Wow. So you're telling me that we're here on Morocco right now?
Ain't no question about it.
What you think about that? That's amazing.
Much honor to the brother Frank Burrell for sharing that information. I will always save that and always share it, sis. That's why I brought it to the multitude, to y'all. And I see you still got it too, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
great. It's one of those things where, I felt educated.
Hmm.
I'm 54 years old. I felt educated after seeing that for the very
Hmm.
first time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is what that was all about. I've always heard of the Louisiana Purchase, but didn't know fully what it was all about.
Hmm. Exactly. I know he said a mouthful there. What's east is west, what's west is east, what's north is south, and what's south is north. That's how you flip a person's life upside down, man. You know,
And that's why
get
we're
some
twisted.
work on us.
That's why we're twisted as a nation of people right now. That's why we're twisted. That's why we're twisted.
Hmm. That's crazy, bro. But when you first saw that though, how did you feel? What did it make you do? Because after I saw that video, when we went over it, it opened up my eyes and ears to want to go do some more studying and some more research. All these things that they say is on the other side is right here. You see how it have like over in Chicago, it's like that. What's that? That's Egypt. That's what they say.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Wow.
Correct. Like I said, when I first saw it, like you can hear information out there and you don't feel no smarter than you did when you first heard it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this was different for me. It was like jackpot,
Yeah.
bingo.
Yeah. Yes, it
It was
was.
like jackpot, bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who want to go to school?
Mm-hmm. So I just
Nah, who?
put up that
I
video.
shut a lot of people's mouths. I shut a lot of people's mouths with that video. You hear
Wow.
me?
Uh-huh. Yes. I
And
guarantee
what?
you did.
Ain't no question about it. One of the beautiful things about the brother said, like, we in the school right now. We being educated right now. So it ain't no sense of trying to uphold no lie. We right in the presence of the truth. And he
Yeah.
kept on reiterating. That's one of the beautiful things about the video. He kept on reiterating,
Mm-hmm.
iterating, making sure it sink in to people what has happened.
Yes.
So no
Yes.
matter what you saying and what you trying to stand on, if you don't know this, you ain't talking about nothing.
Yes. 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 That's why, man. And I wonder how many people actually went to that museum too that saw that map and could have brought it, for the people to look at. That's something very important. A lot of people might have their own beliefs and opinions about it. That's fine. We're not here to judge who's right or who's wrong. But there was some receipts and some facts that was given for us, not to just go over, but to go and research it ourselves. Go pull some more knowledge from it, to do some reference points with the areas that he was talking about and saying, it's really good when things is right at your fingertips and in your face that you can go to and get receipts or get references, to help you out on it. Because the world not a day, they don't believe it until they see it.
And that was proof. That was proof for all the Moors. Another Moor went there. Uh, I can't recall his name right now, but he definitely went there. Shared the try to do what dude did, but the effect was already done from the first one who went there, bro. Like I've
Yeah.
been to St. Louis, but I've never thought to go to the museum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Me.
never would have thought that. I never would have thought that piece was there. You heard what he said. That the energy inside of there is just off.
It's off. It's off. Yep. Yep. That's because they don't want to see us coming to learn that part of the information. That's something that They didn't want it to see.
Yeah,
But
we
isn't
should
it
have went
something
over.
that Noble Drew Ali say only half was told?
Yeah, we should have went. We should have went there in a busload. By the busload, we should have went there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever go back through there, I'm going to go there and take a picture, a
Yeah.
personal picture myself. But until then, we have the video because it went viral.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it went
That's
viral, and that's what's up.
mm-hmm.
The information is out there for those who come across the information. If they do, that's their duty to share the information. It is the
Exactly.
information. It is the information that holds the power of the uplifting. Not you, not you. You can't uplift the nation. The information that you bring can uplift the nation.
That's right. That's right. And that's so funny with you saying that. With you saying that, that's something I've been telling myself. We look at some of these teachers, we look at some of these professors, we look at some of these scholars and these lecturers, and we think that they are be all because they have so much experience, or they've been studying, or they've been teaching for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus years. So we automatically think that they have the answer, and they don't. We have to understand too, you treat a professor like a professor. You treat a teacher like a teacher. What I mean by that is their job is just to teach. Now, what you do with that information is something different. Take their teachings, take their lecturers, and take their studying that they're giving us to study with the materials and go execute it. Because if they was able to execute them, it would have been executed. We wouldn't still be in the same position that we are right now. It's up for us to take the information that's out there and go and research and study and go over it and go execute it ourselves. We have teachers to give us the formula, and we have to look at it just like that. Don't get mad because the teacher not doing they're not
He just
practicing
gave it to us.
preach.
He
They
just
gave
gave it
it
to us.
to us.
The
We
brother,
go do
the
it
brother, the
ourselves.
brother, the brother just gave it to us when he went in the museum on the scholar
Exactly.
level.
Exactly.
On the scholar level, right there, that's scholar material. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
we we been flipped. We've been flipped.
Yes. Yes, we
Ain't
have.
nobody else done told us that. Ain't nobody else done showed us that.
Yeah.
How deep is that? And we
Mm-hmm.
think we standing on something with a European demonstration. That's flipped.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. I keep telling you, they did some work on us. When I tell you they went in the lab and did some abracadabra, some hocus pocus, they did it on us. They did it on us. And that's why I constantly say, you know, we have to lift the spell and the curses that's been put on us. And I know you don't like that. I know for a fact you don't like that. But and I say that though because they did magic on us. They wrote us out with the pen and with their magic and the things that we was our culture. They learned it and learned how to overturn it on us too. So now we look at certain things and we think that it's demonic and it's bad and you shouldn't do it or you're going to hell if you practice these certain things. But before Christianity, before all those things got here, what did we have? What were we doing? How were we doing medicine? How were we healing each other? How were we praying? Nobody ever asked those questions. They just go along to be along, and whatever people say to you and it sound good, you go with it instead of doing your own research.
Right, right. I'm glad we dialoguing now. Pardon the body. I'm keeping an eye on my kids, but you absolutely right. You
Yeah.
absolutely right. And listen, let me say this, right? He said 1904, right?
Yes. That was the ground plan.
1904. Now look how close this information is. Look how close this is. This legendary stuff right here, what I'm finna drop. 1904, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali established the first temple in 1913, which was 9 years later. Look how close that is.
Hmm. Exactly. Real close, huh? Real close. Real close. That's when the spells started to come. You know, we don't think about those things. What do you
So,
think?
I mean, come on. Like the dots is connected right there. He knew exactly what he was talking about. It's right there. That's the proof right there that the prophet knew what he was talking about. It's in the museum, in the map. This ain't no hocus pocus, magically appear stuff, man. It's right there in your face, man. And if you can't connect that dot, dog, you give me some of that what you smoking. Straight up, straight up, man. Straight up. I'm talking about all the Moors. And all the Moors are who they say they are. Everybody ain't no more. So we can stop trying to believe that these people is all Moors because all the Moors are who they say they are.
Mhm, mhm.
This is
Yeah,
who you say you are with your information, with your dots connected. Everybody else dots is flipped. So they don't know who they are, where they are, when they are, or how they are.
yeah, yeah. That's true. So what do you think, though, bro? Watching this stuff and like looking at it and just thinking about it, what does unity look like to you? Like, how do you think we should start unifying or coming together? Because you got to remember that we still got those same scholars that's been studying this stuff for 10, 15, 20, 25 years. You know, we still have teachers out there that's teaching, but us that's coming in, I guess what they call the new Moors. Didn't they say the new Moors is going to be the ones to change and show these old Moors?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean,
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
because everything's been flipped.
Hmm.
That's why I say like the Moors are who they say they are. The ones that know that they Moors.
Hmm.
Look how many Moors we're around that don't even know they Moors. Look how
Hmm.
many Moors we're around that don't even know that they've been flipped. They comp has been flipped. They
Right.
comp has been flipped. Literally.
Hmm. And that map shows that we had a government. We had our own government. So what's stopping us now?
Right, right, right. How that disappeared.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I'm glad we brought that video. We should continue going over that video. Everyone should go over that video. You know, we got everything in front of us to save ourselves. What's stopping us?
They comp has been flipped.
Yeah, everything's been flipped around. But that's the point of us having to start coming together. You know, put our differences to the side. It's so much division that's going on right now that it's ridiculous. Like I know you see it, brother, Lamorris, because I see it every day. We mad at each other about something. We got a problem with each other about something. Stuff that makes no sense, has no importance to it. But we mad at each other about
Yeah, I see the misguided anger. That's what I call it.
it.
It's
Right.
misguided anger. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
It's misguided anger. So, you know, there's tons of issues that we got to overcome.
We sure do. We have tons of mental issues with ourselves, whether we want to believe it or not, whether we want to grasp it or not, we do. You know, we have to start healing ourselves because we're not doing nothing but constantly sabotaging and damaging each other too as well. And that's why I'm so big on the spiritual cleanse. We got to cleanse ourselves. We have to cleanse ourselves. All these toxins and all this poisoning that's been put in our body got us hating each other and being so aggressive with each other, and you know, for stuff that doesn't mean anything. How you gonna get upset with me because I didn't read or study what you read or study? You know, the most craziest things. How are you upset with me? Because I may not want to move the way that you want to move. Let me find my way. Continue to do your purpose, and I'll continue to do mine. And everything is going to come together like it's supposed to be. That's what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Correct me if I.
Just like God.
Yeah, I think that I think it's tribalism. All the
Mhm.
chiefs got to get together because everybody ain't meant to be a chief. Everybody ain't meant to lead.
No, they are not. No, they
But
are not.
if you have a multitude up under you, it is your divine duty to lead that multitude in the right way. So if everybody's on that page, then I can see unity forming. It doesn't matter about the title. We like you got to get away from the titles. The titles don't hold
Yeah.
no power. It is
Yeah.
the power is in the unity, not the individual title. There's so many titles of division that's being upheld right now above unity, and
Mhm.
these people still haven't got nowhere. They haven't got nowhere.
Yeah.
Even in that European demonstration. Look at all those nominations. Look at all those revised versions of that book. I'm a
Mhm.
Baptist, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jehovah Witness, I'm a this, I'm that. All these titles, these is meaningless titles, man. Meaningless titles of division.
Mhm. We have a power struggle problem. That's why,
Because
we have a
because
very
we've
big
been
power
flipped.
struggle.
We've been flipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And until you flip back, it's gonna always be the power struggle.
Hmm.
But what power do you have if you ain't liberated? What power do you really have if your people ain't liberated? What
Exactly.
power do you have holding on to the EBT card in the Bible, the European Jesus? What power do you got?
Yeah. Yes, yes. But that goes back to what you said when you said titles. That goes back to the first thing I said about these professors and these scholars, and and these teachers. We cannot be upset with them because they not showing us no remedy. Because their calling was just to teach the information and get the information out there. You know, they might not have the heart are the ability to go out and execute it. And that's why it's up to us to do it. So I don't get upset with anybody that's that has the I don't want to say power, but has the courage to get up and execute the things that's being taught to them. Because sometimes we keep on studying that we keep studying for the rest of our lives until we're not here no more, thinking that we have all the time in the world to go back and make things right. You know, I think even the old teachers that have taught us things. You saying something, bro? I couldn't hear you.
No, I'm listening to you.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just instructing these kids. But
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah,
Well, like I was
you
saying
know,
though, our teachers and our instructors, it goes the same way. I'm not mad at for anything that they're doing. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Teach. You know. Now we got to take that information and what we're going to do with it. You know.
you gotta teach. And one thing about the truth, your spirit bears witness to the truth. When you hear it, you know it. It becomes a part of you. You know,
Hmm.
like when I first heard about the Prophet Noble Ali, it blew my mind. I was rejecting it because I was Bible thumping. I'm Bible thumping hard, like Saul, from Saul to Paul, from Paul to Saul. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But the elder just kept on. Oh man, I got an incoming call, man. They're gonna have to wait. But the elder just kept on. He kept on me. He kept on me. He kept on me. He kept on me, man. He was riding me. You know. And
And that's how you
he
got
rolled me
into
to
it.
the point where we was about to get into the fight. And I just humbled myself because I'm like, this old man ready to fight me for me to learn something. Let me sit down and learn something.
Dope. That is dope. That is dope. Well, I do appreciate you coming on for this hour with me. We just wanted to come on together to finish our second part of bringing Noble Drew Ali. But we have been coming over this video, you all. So we wanted you all to watch this video and go look it up and go over it and dissect it. And, we're going to come back for another segment next week and talk about, what we got out of this second segment of dissecting it. We want to go back and go over it again because, of course, we don't take no one's word for it. But, we do want to study it, go over it, and come back with more questions and concerns of what we think about the video that we saw. So you okay with that too, brother? We come back next week and we can finish it out about the video we just watched. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm perfect with that. I'm definitely perfect with that.
Okay.
Yeah, again, I hope the video was fruitful for those who's first time seeing it. Go look it up. Drop the video link in the thing so that they can have full access to it.
Okay.
Look at it up close in person. And yeah, share it in your circle, man. Share it in your circle. Because everything starts in the mind.
Yes. So we appreciate you all coming on, viewing us tonight. My Divine Podcast is going to be bringing things every week now. Maybe at least 2 podcasts a week. We're going to start bringing it. We want to come together and get information out. We want to study together. We want to do this walk with each other. If you have any reference points, any books you want us to read, to go over, bring it to us. We want to take this platform to get the information out and for people's voices to be heard. Whatever you have to bring to the table, whatever it is, bring it. We're willing to listen. We're willing to get together, dialogue, study, do whatever. We have to lean on each other. We need each other. I'm here for you. You here for me. We come together. So again, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Peace and love, Islam, namaste. To have you all have a wonderful evening. And we will be coming back again next week. Islam.
Islam, sister, peace and love. Bring your portion. Bring your portion. Everybody
right.
bring your portion to the platform. Your portion of truth. Bring it. Bring it.
That's right. Islam, peace and love.